Hey, yo, what's up, guys? What I wanted to do is just kind of go back to the day and share my memories of really getting into Japanese and Japanese comics, and also my entryway into Japanese gaming. And what I want to do is talk about UN Squadron, which is what they called it in the U.S., but this is actually Area 88. So the thing, I just want to go back to the day. I remember, let's go back to 1989, and I was that was like my first. I was kind of entering high school, and I was really getting into Japanese animation and stuff like that because we were watching Robotech, and that was the way we got our entry into Japanese animation was through Robotech, which was a kind of three distinct animation cartoons or animation anime from Japan, which was the story of Macross and also Southern Cross and Mospeada, and those were rewritten and they were marketed in the U.S. as Robotech. So that's the way they did it. So we just were watching that. We didn't know any better. So as a young kid who's seeing that type of animation was just like mind blowing. It was just incredible. So, but anyway, just not talking about that. Um, so back in the day, I was like looking at anything that even resembled that style, and I had it in my brain that I knew what that style was. So one night I walk into an arcade, and I had an arcade that I was actually right across the street from me, and we lived right across the street from a game center and arcade, so we were lucky enough to have this type of thing. And I remember, I mean, I was like there all the time, and it was funny because I was there so much that they'd have to kick me out of the arcade. But anyway, what I want to do is talk about UN Squadron. Now, the thing is, when I was getting into this kind of stuff with Japanese gaming, I was like, I already had this comic. I had the comic book of Area 88. So I walk into the arcade that night and I see this game on the screen. It's made by Capcom back in 1989, UN Squadron. And I was like, wow. I was like, oh snap! Finally, what the heck is this? It's like this was like something that I felt like no one else knew about, but I knew it, and that was UN Squadron. It was Area 88, and this is basically a horizontal shooter that Capcom got the license for, and they made this game. And this was an awesome game, and you guys already well know. You should already know about it. Um, Horizontal shooter, great arcade game made by Capcom. It's a classic now, I think. Um, and if you have a Super Nintendo, a Super NES, everyone remembers if you bought this game, you're basically playing the arcade game with a lot of different tweaks. And some people even think this is even superior to the arcade. So, but anyway, that was my whole impression of seeing this game, and I loved playing it, and I just want to kind of share this and share my memories of Area 88 as well. So I'll show you guys. You've probably already played the game, but I'll show you a little bit of this and also a little bit of the manga itself. So just bear with me. So this is it. This is my first, pretty much my entry into Japanese manga, and this is what I bought back in the day. Especially after playing like UN Squadron and knowing what this is all about. This is my number one comic, and you talking about bringing back a lot of memories. So this is all really cool. This was brought out by Viz Comics. So this is basically the first episode of Area 88 or UN Squadron. So I just want to give you guys, just let you guys look at it. You got Shin and his F8 Crusader. And this was cool if you're like in the fighter planes. As a young kid, this was like right up your alley. It was really cool. So just some of the artwork and stuff. Really early manga. I think this actually came out in the 70s, if you could believe that. And you can kind of tell by some of the the art style and stuff like that. And if you've seen the animation, you'll see all the familiar characters, from back in the day. This is really cool. This is really a really cool manga series, just in its own right. It tells like a unique story. You know, it's just great. It's like a great little drama. You know, wartime drama and everything. So it's really neat. I remember just really being engrossed in this kind of stuff when I was a kid. So it's a great story. A lot of cool, you know, and the, you know, I don't know how great the translation is, but you know, these guys were pretty reputable back in the day. I think they were called Viz Comics. So that's Area 88. You know, that's UN Squadron. This was actually another. This was a collection. See how I got that crease, man? Not taking care of my stuff the way I should, but I remember I bought this back in the day too. So this is my memories of this series. So it's a great game, and it's kind of like that tie-in. You know, it ties in great with games and manga. You know, like we have today. And today it's pretty, you know, it's pretty common. You know, Japanese animation, manga series go pretty well with games. But back in the day, it was very hard to find and come by. So that's why I just wanted to share with you guys and share some good memories of Area 88 and UN Squadron. So check you later.